is? It's the Ish We Talk. Let's go!
Good evening, everybody. This is I'm just playing. Yeah.
You know, I always give everybody a something, something. What's up, everybody? This is the Ish That We Talk. We are live in the
Yep.
building. Um, we're doing a Saturday show as we normally do. We're a little bit late, but this is what we do.
Yeah.
You know, we on color people time. We take lefts. We do whatever we do. This is a black show, y'all. This is also a black show that we do on our own. It is no people telling us what we need to do when we need to do it. We do it when we need to do it. You feel me? Because that is
Yeah.
us.
We are the boss.
You know what I'm
Applesauce.
saying? We run this. This is we the bosses.
Right.
Boss of our boss. And my Rick Ross.
Right.
But I thank y'all all for being a part of this. Let's get the pleasantries out the way. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now it's been a couple of months now, but now you can officially catch us on Twitch. On my Twitch viewers that are watching us, thank you. You know, um, before I just thought Twitch was for gamers, and now I found out it's a bunch of stuff on Twitch that really shouldn't be on Twitch. But we'll talk about that on the next rip. This
Ooh,
is the Ish That We Talk. How y'all doing? I
wow.
am the host with the most, the black smoking, joint toting, bad MF that you see in front of you. Crimson's daddy, Lily. I am with the co-host with the most. Without her, again, this would not happen. Why do I say it? Because it is definitely facts. She pushes the bells and whistles of this building that we have called the Ish That We Talk. If it wasn't for her, this would never happen. So give it up for our co-host, Lindsay.
Hello. Thanks.
Again, we have a silent partner in the back. Give
Right.
it up for cousin Ashley.
Hey. Yeah.
And again, this is the Ish That We Talk. So back to business. Lindsay, how's your health? How's your wealth? How are you doing these days?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I can't complain. Getting it done, getting it moving. You know, everything is a process, and I am taking this marathon like I'm supposed to do. Shout out to Nipsey.
Right, right. That's what's up. Good to hear. Good to hear. So, first off, want to get a shout out because it's graduation holiday. I get well, what it be called? Graduation holiday?
I mean, well,
Graduation
graduation
season.
weekend
Season.
season. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's graduation season. My goddaughter graduated yesterday, so shout out to her. Shout out to Jaya.
Shout out to
And
Jaya.
yeah, and then my nephew Carlos, he graduates Monday. So shout out to him as well.
Shout out to Carlos.
Um, so yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's graduation on graduating, excuse me, on this lovely event of graduations. Um,
Yes.
now that I look at the kids graduating, two things come to my head. One is, dang, I'm getting old as a motherfucker because my graduation was well over 20 years ago.
Dude.
On top of that, I've realized something in my life, which is probably disturbing to some viewers, but real to others. I've realized I'm at the age in my life where I can fuck the mama or the daughter. Now I'm not in the R. Kelly phase of anything in life. I'm not on the R. Kelly phase of anything in life. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? When I was single, you have to be over 25 or I'm not talking to you. That's just what it was.
Mhm.
That's just always what it will be. But I'm not everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I realized, like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm at the age where Matthew McConaughey, when he was like, that's why I love high school girls. They stay the same age and I get older. Like, that's some crazy shit.
Wow. Wow. That is a left I did not know that we were going to take.
Hey, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it for the people. Everybody knows who Lily is at this point. Lily is the dude that 100% is gonna talk shit because I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. Like that's just the truth.
Yeah. 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 Definitely doing that. That is funny though. But yeah, no, I would never be at that age. Not gonna hold you. I would never be that age.
Man.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
That nigga 2 Chainz said it best. Old enough to fuck your mama. Old enough to fuck your daughter. That is some crazy shit.
Did not know that 2 Chainz said that. Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know where to go. Like you got me at a loss. Yeah. What can you do with that?
Here we go. Here we go, people. This is the real life. This is real life shit. No conspiracy. This is what happened. All you niggas whose mama is like 42 and your daddy is 68. He was living my life that I'm telling you could happen.
Wow. Like I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh geez. All right. So you ready to start the show?
Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
So let's see. The first topic that we have, Trump. So we are talking about Trump again. Couple things happened with Trump over this past week. One, he was found liable in a civil suit that he has with a lady. I forgot her name, but she's a writer. And she said that in the 90s, Trump sexually assaulted her. So
and Trump says that
Trump
no,
says,
she
I
was
don't know
very
that hoe.
attracted to me, and we went into a fucking dressing room, and I fucked the shit out of her. That's basically what he said.
I thought he said I don't know her.
He kept saying he don't know her, and then he broke it down to, hey, we met her husband before. I don't know if she was married then or not married, but I met her. She was very attracted to me. I was very attracted to her. We were talking, we were flirting. Some way, somehow, we ended up somewhere in a space where it was locked. Matter of fact, she made sure that this space could lock, and she told me we have a space we can go to. Like, he broke it down, basically saying, hey man, I went somewhere and fucked the dog shit out this lady. And now she's talking about, that I sexually harassed her. No, I didn't know her. No, I didn't know her before I met her. But when I met her, she let me fuck. That is what he's saying.
Oh, and now, almost 30 years later, it's rape.
Exactly.
Well,
as much as I don't want to say anything or don't want to act like I'm Team Trump or anything, because I'm not Team Trump. One thing we have to understand about a nigga like Trump, sexual conquest, he's never gonna lie about.
Did he lie about Stormy Daniels?
Nah. He said he didn't know her. Again, he said he didn't know her, and then when it came out, yeah, he said he knew her.
Well, that's lying.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna try to deny it until it comes out, and then when it comes out, hey, it is what it is. Trump's one of them people where even when he's lying, he's telling you a little bit truth. He's telling you a little bit of truth before he spreads you with a whole thing of lies.
Hey,
As I say that though, I will say this: Trump is a scumbag. So
that he is.
What he believes was a great sexual encounter could definitely be sexual assault.
Yeah. So about that. So they could not have charged him criminally because of the statute, but she sued him and she won. Of course he's gonna appeal, but I read this on Twitter, so let me put that disclaimer out there. I don't know how true this is because I read it on Twitter. But from my understanding, because I think it was like 3 things that she was suing for, and she won 2 out of the 3. One of the one that she didn't win was the rape allegation, and from what they're saying it online is that it's because she couldn't tell if it was a finger or a penis.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So because she couldn't decipher or she couldn't confirm what penetrated her, she didn't win that 3rd allegation.
Oh my God.
She wasted everybody.
Oh my God. Oh.
So it was like a sexual assault occurred, but my thing is that finger or penis, it's I mean, it's unwanted sexual contact. So why does it matter if it was a penis?
So this is what gets me.
Okay.
Because I was watching a little bit of the town hall, and then I was watching certain people's responses. And that was one of the things I seen in the town hall. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me, Trump, you broke it down like, we had this chemistry as soon as we seen each other and we went somewhere and basically I fucked the dog shit out of it. And you lose a rape case. You lose a rape case because this bitch didn't know if you use your dick or your thumb. Oh my God. Listen, American people. This could never be from an African warrior. Okay? Okay? Huh? You will
Not the
know.
Wakanda weapon.
You will know when I get in there. If I'm in there, it is Wakanda forever. Once you go black, you never go back. This is tribal law. What the fuck?
That's what I understand. And I saw a couple of people say that in their tweets. But like I said, I gave the disclaimer. Matter of fact, we're gonna go on ahead and do this.
Yeah, put that disclaimer up.
Yeah.
This is just merely just jokes, people.
Right.
This is us talking shit. The fucking name of the show is
Right.
the Issue We Talk. Listen, we're just talking shit.
Right. Don't come for us. I don't have time. I don't have no money. I'm like Tasha K. I ain't got it. So don't try to come for it. But on Twitter, that's what they're saying.
What the fuck?
It was like, not he lost because she couldn't tell. Yeah. So that was what, Tuesday? And then Wednesday, he had the town hall with CNN. He lied from beginning to end. He was very rude. The people were cheering him on. A typical Trump town hall is what occurred, but it happened on CNN. And a lot of people are coming down on CNN for it. I feel like the lady that orated, I feel like she did a good job. I mean, but unfortunately, it's Trump. Trump is gonna get out of or just flat out not answer the question, but he's gonna get out of not telling you the truth. She did try her hardest to hold him to answering as much as she could. And she got called nasty in the crowd, laughed and clapped. But I mean, it's Trump. So I mean, he has not changed in the couple of years that he has not been in politics. He has not changed at all.
It's just it's one of those things where um I think this was I hate to be the conspiracy theorist of anything, but he was on CNN. CNN's always been like his biggest hater.
Mhm.
But Trump is Trump. Um, Trump knows whose hands to wash, and that audience was for him on a stage that dislikes him. So he had the audience.
Mhm.
For two, that lady did do a great job. The thing is, as far as journalism, she's very young at it. She's very young at journalism. They kind of like she came into CNN like real fast. So I'm not downplaying this lady or nothing. I'm not saying she didn't slip her way to the top of any of this extra. She's just good at what she does as being a young journalist. But at the same time, Trump knew that, and Trump been playing with journalists since the fucking 70s.
True.
So he knew he knew that he could eat her alive because she
Yeah.
was young. So
Yeah.
no, she did a phenomenal job for what she tried to bring out. It was just Trump, Trump has some snakes in the building that made that shit for him.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she did good not taking what he was saying personally. Because I probably would have stepped out of my journalist hat for a second, especially when he called her nasty. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like,
But that's the thing. That's how you know she's a young journalist when it comes to that,
yeah,
because
and
she
I'm
didn't know
sure
what
that
to
she
do.
prepped for it too. Because that's to be expected dealing with Trump. So the fact that we have been knowing that about him for years, you can't really take it personally because that's what he's gonna do. That he's gonna stay on brand if nothing else.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing with her being a young journalist. Like I said, I'm not saying that she's young per se, but being a young journalist on that type of platform, um, um, the reason why she held her tongue is because she didn't know what to say intelligently back to him. Like now, had that had been another seasoned veteran, and they would have called him nasty, or Trump would have called them nasty, they would have turned around and been like, "Ain't it nasty for you to do this and do that, or have a
Yeah.
set?" It's one of those things. Is you have to understand with Trump, you have to play tennis. It has to be a back and forth, back and forth.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You're right about that because if it was a more seasoned journalist or whatnot, they definitely would have been going back and forth with him. Because some of them
That's the thing.
seasoned
You can't,
journalists,
yeah,
they
you can't let
go
that
through it.
audience take over.
Yeah.
She's just inexperienced with somebody of that caliber, and she fully let the audience take over. Once she
Mhm.
start hearing the crowd, she start only because a young. This what a young journalist does. This what anybody does when they're young. When you're a rookie at it, you think because you hear the crowd that the crowd is for you, and so you let this man speak because you think, oh, I'm having a fantastic interview, and then fast forward, you go home and motherfuckers say, this nigga ate you alive.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 But I mean, given the person that she was on stage, which I think she did a good job. So
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job. She
yeah.
it shouldn't be because I seen a lot of black backlash on Twitter.
About
Uh,
her.
yeah, on her. They were shooting her down. What's his name? Ronald. Ronald or Roland. Roland was
Roland Martin.
Roland shot him down. Shot her down terribly.
Roland Martin.
Yeah, Roland Martin.
Wow. What did he
I
say?
watched that earlier today. Roland Martin set that girl. Well, I can't call her a girl. That's a grown woman. He set that grown woman out there like she was just like a newborn baby. Like this was fucking JV against goddamn Super Bowl champion Chiefs.
Mm. Oh wow. Okay.
And I was like, damn. I'm like, don't be so hard on her because it wouldn't. I understand how this government works, and yeah, that shit was set up to make her fail. But let's not fall victim to that. Like, let's not like typecast her like, she's in there with Trump. Nah, she was doing her best journalism.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, one of those situations where it was too much for her to chew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But shout out to her because that was a
I mean,
that was
even
a
to have the balls
great
to do that
opportunity.
and then combat him, she wasn't agreeing with anything he said. She was combating him. So shouts out to her for even
Right.
doing that. Shit.
Right.
Everybody,
Right.
you can't win every motherfucking fight.
No. No, you cannot. You cannot. But yeah. Yeah, so it's official. Trump is running for re-election. Um yeah, it's some
It's
bullshit.
official, like a ref with a whistle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
keep
some
telling y'all.
bullshit.
I know a lot of people be looking at me crazy, like, what the fuck are you talking about? We seen at the town hall. If y'all could go to YouTube and look up clips, all that. You seen at the town hall. You hear that crowd? That crowd is just a fraction of what the American people are really on when it comes to Trump. Trump has a real deep ass following. If you do not think that nigga will get reelected, y'all crazy. Only way he will not get reelected is if y'all actually really pay attention from the gutter, from the jump, from where you stay, from what your state is, to voting for presidency. If y'all ain't paying attention to that, he is going to roll over easily.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can't have that happen. That'd be some straight up bullshit if that motherfucker get reelected. This man has been found liable of sexual assault. He has been impeached twice. He has lawsuits out the ass, criminal charges pending. Like, like, why is he running? You're about to go to jail, my dude. Like, focus on that. Focus on not dropping the soap.
Hey man, this is to speak to my people, and we ain't got to sugarcoat nothing. Lindsay, we grew up with the ragamuffins. You know, we grew up with the ones that count out. I'm talking to the ones that count out. Listen, this nigga is y'all freaky ass uncle that stay in your daddy basement, and and you don't understand why. This nigga's like 50 and got a 20-year-old girl pregnant. This is the guy that's running for president. Like, this nigga is immature. He's got a
Yeah.
little bit of sense because of age. And so he's able to like scam his way to getting what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
This is just how we're looking at. I'm not saying that some things that Trump says doesn't make sense. Yeah, but you know what? A broken clock is right 2 times a day. That don't mean the goddamn clock ain't broken.
Facts. Facts.
So let's pay attention to what's going on. We cannot reelect this guy.
No.
We just can't.
No, we can't. We can't. Huh. What are you gonna do if they do?
I'm gonna do what I've been doing. My whole goal is to make enough money to go overseas. America is going to hell in a handbasket. Lord willing, I have enough money to, by the time my child is maybe middle school or high school age, we could be in a different country. She or he can learn a different language, and prosper outside of this place.
Hmm. I think that's a great idea because I definitely was thinking about dual citizenship.
Yeah.
But this is some bullshit. Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, seriously, what the fuck?
Because
But
we can't. This is the thing. I've been thinking about lately, just because of the situation I've been going through. Us as American people, man, the majority of American people that are in our demographic, we don't have any say so about anything. So let's have some say so about things by also having land and property somewhere else. And then when we come in here, we actually try to give change because we know what it's like to be somewhere else and how prosperous we could be.
hmm yeah, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. And I've been for the past couple months been looking at a bunch of pictures of Africa. Africa is one beautiful place. It's very modern. Contrary to what they want you to believe, it's extremely modern. So yeah.
Only thing about, because I've been watching Africa too, but the only thing about Africa is that I've been paying attention to, and our viewers, I implore y'all to pay attention to that too, is China is really taking over the governments of Africa. When I say
Mm,
governments, it is several governments that Africa has taken fully. China has taken full control of. So
mm,
pay attention to that when you're trying to find somewhere to stay for real, because you're going to end up being in another dictatorship. The beautiful
mm.
thing about Africa is what the world don't tell you is um, they act like on the maps that Africa is small. Africa is big enough to fit the USA in that motherfucker damn near 20 times. Um, you could definitely go there, but just know where you're going.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Do your research. Most definitely do your research. But yeah, that's Trump. Who would think that we would be talking about Trump and then it turns into Africa? But that's what we
Because
do
that's a
here.
left. But
Yep.
that was a good left, y'all.
Yeah. Right. So next up is Mr. Jamie Foxx. Um, Mr. Eric Bishop.
It's the Eric
Uh,
Bishop.
so he's been sick, ill for basically the past month. Um, we have been hearing so many reports. I don't know what to believe at this point. So I this. Let's just continue to keep him in prayer and just focus on the positive side,
Right.
which was for the general public his talent. He held multiple talents. He was the master at several talents. So what we're going to do is just do a top five of the most memorable moments to us. So would you like to
Yes.
go first or you want me to? Okay.
I can go first. Um,
Okay.
I'll go first. Before I even go there, I want to say again, piggybacking off Lindsay, um, prayers for you, Jamie. I hope whatever's going on with you, you're having a full recovery of it. We've been getting false news, we've been getting fake news, real news, whatever. We nobody really knows, but what I want to tell you is, um, my flowers is just my words, and I'm gonna give you your flowers before anything ever happens to you. You are an amazing talent. I love that I actually got to grow up on you. Um, with that being said, my top five. Number one would be Wanda. Um, Wanda in Living Color Wanda, big lips, cocked eyes, just one of the ugliest people that you can ever see with so much confidence. Gotta give it to that. Because we all see that in reality, so it's a real thing. Number two would be when my man sung in his comedy special, Mary Mary. I thought that shit was so amazing when that nigga grabbed the piano on a comedy show, and said, Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? I thought that shit was amazing.
Yeah.
That was always the truth. Number three is on the Jamie Foxx show. When him and I'm forgetting the lady's name, I didn't even take the time to look it up. That's how much I was just focused on Jamie. But when he was at the little advertising company and he had to sing off with his coworker, that shit.
I didn't even say that.
That shit was not only comedy gold when he did the run. That shit was fly as fuck. That shit was funny as hell. And then that was like he was showing his musical talent. That was real dope. After that is Ray. This man embodied a whole individual. He took Ray happened to die before he could see the movie, and I do believe that
no, he saw the movie.
He saw the movie.
Yeah, he died before it came out in the theater.
Okay.
He saw the movie.
I do believe that at the time that Jamie was making that, he embodied Ray's whole soul. I think that was one of the realest autobiographies we could ever be a part of.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like he was born to play that part.
Yeah. That was an amazing role that he played. He played amazing roles on in a lot of things, but that's one of the things that stuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, so of course Ray, I think that would go on anybody's list is Ray. Yeah, this is what I found out recently about Ray. The director didn't know that he could play the piano. So he was going to have somebody dub for the close-up of the piano and stuff like that. And when he told Jamie that, Jamie was like, I'm a classical trained pianist.
And he
is. Like, oh, okay.
And he is.
Right.
I ain't even stepped foot. That's a couple of that is my honorable mentions. I still got one more.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Nah, you good.
I thought you did problem. My bad.
No, my last one, my fifth one, is going to be Any Given Sunday. One, because he said this classic line that I use to this day when he was talking to his girl, and he told his girl, he said, you got all that book smarts and you just plumb dumb. I have used this very phrase since he have said it, because I've in relationships and being with women I've been involved with, when they do stupid ass shit, I tell them the same fucking thing. You got all this book smarts and you just fucking plumb dumb. Yeah. Secondly, off of Any Given Sunday is the fact that him and LL Cool J had a fucking fight.
I know, right?
Making the goddamn movie, because in Jamie's words, LL is a superstar, and like, he took offense to a lot of them football players that were like saying his muscles was fake, and so he was like, he was already in his bag of being mad anyway, and like, he was trying to take it out on Jamie, kind of, know what I'm saying? And I could see, You know, Jamie cracking jokes with the football players. I can see him like I can see LL taking it out on a couple of the football players plus Jamie. But Jamie was the only one to tell him like, nigga, you gotta stop touching me like that, or we gonna fight for real. Like, I'm pretty sure he was knocking the shit out them football players, and they wasn't saying a goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
that
fact
was
Jamie
such a good
said something.
movie.
The fact that Jamie said something and actually meant it, where these niggas was actually fight. This nigga LL fucking rocked the shit out of Jamie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I know Jamie got the utmost respect for LL Cool J, but I also know the reason why he got the utmost respect for LL Cool J is because it was one of them things where he probably stole on LL. LL came back and stole on him and cleared this shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he ate. I'm sure he ate whatever Jamie threw at him. I'm sure he ate it.
Yeah, because that was one of the things. Like even again, shout out to Jamie. Jamie even said like, you know, when them football players was coming to him like, yeah, you know, at 15 I was doing this and doing this and doing that, and you know, all this athletic shit. And that nigga LL said, yeah, that's you. At 15 years old, I was rocking out world tours though. Like, you know, he was letting them know, like, nigga, me and you are not the same.
Right. At all. And
Like,
we may be in this movie together, but we are not the same.
yeah, we are not, and it's not this. We not the same. Like I'm saying, I'm soft because I grew up in Queens, nigga. Ain't nothing soft about me. I just was doing more shit than you was doing at 50. At 15, nigga, your mama was buying you dinner. At 15, I'm buying my mama steak and lobster. Fuck are you talking about? Nigga,
Right.
we are not
We
the same.
legit are not the same, right? We legit are not the same. But yeah. What's your honorables?
My honorable is Jamie's Unpredictable album.
Okay.
That's my honorable mention. Unpredictable was such a monumental album. Not only for R&B, but to show people that you could actually be dually vested in entertainment. My second honorable mention is T-shirts and panties. If a lot of people don't know, I'm gonna let you know. When I was a young man, it was a beautiful singer by the name of Adina Howard. Adina Howard had this amazing song called T-Shirt and Panties, which was co-wrote by Jamie motherfucking Foxx. And he did all of the musical arrangement. And
he sung on it too.
And this motherfucking song is amazing. To this day, that's an amazing song. Not it, you can take out the lyrics and just the musical arrangement is it's a beautiful fucking song.
Yeah, it takes you to church.
Yeah.
With my t-shirt and my beanie, I made t-shirt and my beanie. Fun fact, I never liked that song.
What?
Never.
What?
Not one time. But people play it so much, I know it. You know, like I'm the one person in the room, like, but yeah.
Ashley, how dope was T-shirt and panties?
How what?
How dope was it?
T-shirt and panties?
Yeah.
Thank you.
She don't know what you're talking about.
The song? I thought she was giving it up. She don't remember the song T-shirt and panties?
Oh yeah. Oh, T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm in the wrong audience. I need to get a Trump audience. I'm in the wrong audience. That's fucked up. That song was a fucking banger.
She know now. She like it, but no, never liked it.
That song was fucking amazing.
Right, he got better songs. She got better songs. He got better songs.
That is true, but this was at a time where Jamie was coming off of
Is
In
it
Living
just
Color and his special.
Huh?
He was coming off of In Living Color and then his special that he had. He was coming off of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
in the
he was making a
foxhole.
buzz. He was making a buzz for himself because at that time he was having parties in LA for cheap. A lot of people's been coming to the woodwork talking about Jamie Foxx used to throw amazing parties for the dirt. Like
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's pretty
it came out the reason why I started is because he went to like an extravagant party with Puff Daddy. And Puff Daddy was telling him he spent like, a couple $100 racks for this shit. And so Jamie knew where he stayed and he said, man, I could do the same thing for like a fraction of that shit. And
Yeah.
Puffy didn't believe him. And he started doing those type of parties for like nothing, for like $1,200.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
started really like, and that's when niggas got to know that. The reason why, and that's one thing I would tell everybody in the world. This is the reason why me and Lindsay do what we do. This is the reason why me and my brother have the Parker Brothers brand. You gotta always hustle for things. Jamie was in Hollywood, and Jamie's ultimate hustle to get everybody to know the talent that he had was to throw parties. Jamie threw a lot of parties and started to meet a lot of different people. That's why nobody has ever came to him when he blasted out Professor Ogilvy, because that happened at one of his parties. So, ain't nobody gonna say it's a lie. It happened at Jamie's house.
Right. Yeah. Well, all right. Okay, so my top 5. These are coming off the dome. I wanted to do something different with this time around with the top 5. Of course, 5. These are not in any order. We'll say that, but Ray.
Yep.
Definitely one for the reasons that we've already stated. Another one is the character that he played on the Jamie Foxx show, the Ted Koppel character. Yeah. He's hilarious. Another one is Wanda, but more specifically, Wanda in the scene with Wanda and Tommy Davidson, when Tommy Davidson was supposed to get the massage, and he thought he was getting a beautiful masseuse, and when he turned around and saw Wanda, it was a wrap. And then Jamie was like manhandling Tommy Davidson, and they was breaking character. That was so funny. Another one is his singing. Of course, he got this song on Intuition that I've been playing since Intuition came out. It's with Marsha Ambrosius called "Freaking You."
Mm-hmm.
Love that song. And then my number 1 is Jamie did. I want to say it was the roast of Shaq, where
when he killed that one guy.
Right, he killed Doug Williams.
He destroyed. This is your conscience.
His career. And I am your conscience. Did I tell another whack joke?
Oh my God.
I should have known that was not going to go through. I need to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
I am your conscience.
I am not
If,
Jamie Foxx.
if
I
you,
am your conscience.
right.
I know I'm going to say the same thing. Oh, let's make a little fat joke. Ha 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 ha. I
if
am your conscience.
anybody, if anybody has never heard of that, I will implore you to go to YouTube and put in Jamie Foxx destroys a career. It'll pop right up. And that is the funniest video you have ever seen. And it came off the dome. Like it was not planned at all. Because
This,
who knew that was gonna bomb? You know what I mean?
this was the thing about it. It's like this is why you love the incredible talent of Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx um was so competitive when he was young. He was like Jordan. Everybody say things about Jordan, and they talk about the greats that he played with, and he played with a lot of greats. But let's keep it real. Uh, Michael Jordan was destroying niggas who had no business even being in the game with him, and that was the same fucking tactics that Jamie Foxx had when Doug Williams was up there. He realized this nigga has no reason to be in this caliber that I'm in.
No. When you look at the people that were on that stage, Doug Williams should not have been there. Because we don't know Doug Williams outside of Comic View. So Doug Williams should not have been there at all. Like I don't know who casted him to be there. And then he got up there and bombed terribly. Like
Yeah,
and
he
we
was
ain't never
bombing.
seen
Jamie actually saved him.
yeah, like for real. Like because he was not funny at all. And I happen to actually enjoy Doug Williams. You know what I'm saying? When he would do his little couple of minutes on Comic View or whatnot. But he was horrible. Like and like I said, we haven't seen him since. Like, yeah.
He's still working. Shout out to Doug Williams. He's still working, but
I'm sure he is somewhere.
he will say if you catch any interview right now, because they always bring that up, and he will say that was his introduction into knowing what he needed to do. So and
So he
maybe
was in
Doug
a
Williams
positive.
ain't for the maybe Doug Williams ain't for the limelight. Maybe Doug Williams needs to be one of the gatekeepers in comedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Or
know,
like a writer or something like that.
yeah, because he's still working.
Yeah. But
Like,
that's good.
but and no, he's never gonna be a household name, and he probably was never gonna be a household name. Jamie just reminded him why he's never gonna be a household name.
Right. 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 Cause yeah. I mean, he was up there with some heavyweights and he was bad. He was bad. And yeah.
Oh
So
shit! I'm
anybody
gonna
that don't know.
I'm gonna say another mama joke. I might almost cuss the person out next to me. Oh, I'm doing a real bad job. I should wrap it up.
Right. I am your conscience. Like that stuff was so hilarious. So anybody that has not seen that, I would definitely recommend that you go to YouTube after you watching us or listening to us and watch it. It's the best thing you have ever seen. That and when he did his radio show in the foxhole
Yeah.
and when him and Kevin Hart went back and forth. That one was good too.
Mm-hmm. That was real funny.
Yeah, yeah. And both of them were funny. And this was when Kevin Hart was still on the come up. So he was hungry. And yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, so that's our top five for Jamie Foxx. Moving on. uh Beyonce. So Beyonce started the tour in Stockholm, Sweden, and it looked great. It's about 3 hours. She doesn't have any opening acts, and you practically can watch the whole thing on YouTube right now. So Um, but it didn't ruin it for me. I'm still going in September. Did you see any videos of it?
I've seen a couple clips on Twitter.
Yeah. Now, honestly speaking, I hope I don't lose the lease of my condo in the Beehive for this. But honestly speaking, when I first saw it, I was like, she's not dancing at 10. I don't know why. Maybe she's preserving her energy because it is a 3 hour set. But I was just like, she's not dancing at 10. So then I was Twitter. Well, no, I was on Twitter when I was watching the videos at first. So then I started reading people's tweets, and people were basically saying the same thing. So I was like, okay, it's not just me. So now it's like a big deal now. Um, Now it was rumored that she had foot surgery right before she did the concert in Dubai. So there's certain things that like decisions that have been made and whatnot that makes it look like that is the truth. Only reason why I'm saying it's rumored is because nobody from her camp ever came out and confirmed that she did have surgery. Excuse me. But if that is the truth, then she did good to having off the surgery. But yeah, did you have any thoughts on the videos that you saw?
I mean, the videos that I saw. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's Beyonce. It's one of them things. I hate to say it like that, but it's like, what more do you expect from this lady? At some point, Beyonce should just come to the fucking stage in a chair and just sing songs and have people dance around her. It's fucking Beyonce we talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, um, she has already established herself for what she is.
Hmm.
Everybody knows on this podcast, I would never sit here and tell y'all like I'm a super Beyonce fan. Because I can't tell you something that's a lie. What I will say is game recognized game. I know when a motherfucker is the be all do all, the big joker of the game. Beyonce is the big joker of the game.
She's definitely the
At
big
this
joker.
point, what the fuck is anybody trying to criticize what she does?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole lot of talk, you know. It was a whole lot of talk. But I'm not mad. Like when I tell you they spared no expense, like it looks amazing. Amazing. But I mean that's the elephant in the room when it came to it was that she wasn't dancing at 10. But we've gotten her dancing at 10 for over 20 years. So
I mean,
yeah.
that's the thing. It's but that's what I don't understand at this whole point, man. You think Janet is going through like full routines on you niggas? Like, you gotta expect people to like. I ain't even saying people grow old, because you still got motherfuckers like Smokey still trying to twerk. So I ain't saying motherfuckers grow old. What I'm saying is, at one point, you got to just start listening and loving the music.
Yeah, and pulling she's pulling way back, like back in the catalog. So yeah, she's definitely giving you a show. And then she sings everything from Renaissance. So I'm still excited. I can't wait. I was thinking about like what am I gonna wear? And it's dead ass in September, but hey, can never be too prepared, right? So that's our Beyonce talk.
Shout
So
out to the Beehive.
right.
And you see, I didn't say nothing disrespectful this time,
Right.
y'all. You know, I be talking, but I ain't know.
Right.
It ain't even know, and because I'm not scared of y'all at all. Y'all see that by far. I'm not scared of y'all. What I'm saying is, nah, she don't need no criticism at this point. Y'all have
Mhm.
proven her fucking worth to the world.
Yeah, straight up, straight up. So, next up is Janelle Monae. Hmm, Janelle Monae. shout out to her. She's
Shout
a
out to
KC
Janelle.
Metro native. Um, she has been trending big time over the last couple of days, and that is because she released a song called "Lipstick Lover." Song is dope. Um, but she's talking about having a rendezvous with a woman in the song. That's basically what it's about. But she also, there was a performance that she did, and she flashed her boobs, and so
Show them good titties, them expensive titties. She paid for them titties to look good and natural.
yeah, not too much. They're just right. So yeah, she this video went ridiculously viral, and people are legit acting like they never seen titties before.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
Um, I feel like Janelle Monae. First of all, I'm gonna say it from just me being, just the asshole that I am. I feel like I'm family adjacent to her because of certain parties that we know. So I'm family adjacent. Um, because I'm family adjacent to you. I mean, I understand that you're living your life. You're actually at a point where you want to be free. A lot of people, it's going to try to shoot you down and say what you're doing is wrong because of your age. And I hate to say it like that, but they're gonna be that kind of like, why she decided this age to do this. Listen, it don't matter what age you decide to actually free yourself. Fucking free yourself and actually be who you want to be. Um,
Yeah,
I respect what she's going through. Listen, she wants to have a lesbian rendezvous. Let her have a lesbian rendezvous. Let her have a fucking lesbian anthem. Let her do what she needs to do in order for Janelle to feel like she is actually a whole person.
hmm yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna knock it. And I
I'm
like
not
her titties. I
either.
mean, let's just keep it real. I like her titties. Her titties are nice looking. Them are well paid titties. Those titties were taken care of when she realized, as she got aged, them titties was looking a certain way. She made sure to take care of those titties. Can't be mad at that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I I saw the video initially, and I was like, oh wow, okay. I didn't really think it was that big of a deal, but the internet made it a huge deal, and I'm like, oh wow, okay. So this is a thing. So yeah, it was so much of a thing. It like the last I saw, it was trending number two,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but they're just boobs.
But they're boos from Janelle Monae. Like, from what I know about Janelle Monae is she was in a relationship with a guy for a long time. Um,
Mhm.
but I guess she never was able to fully express herself. And we seen that shit in her art. Certain videos she made, Janelle Monae had a whole album where all she did was wear a suit. Like,
Yeah,
real shit, a whole ass suit in every performance.
yeah. Every time you saw her, she was in a different suit.
Yeah. So
Um,
she
but
was always
yeah.
I don't know if it was the relationship she was in or just the life she was living. She was shackled. And so I
I
love
don't
to
think the
see
relationship had anything to do with it.
if the relationship didn't have nothing to do with it. Her mental made her feel like she was shackled and she couldn't express herself like she wanted. I love that at the age that she is now, at the point of her career that she is now, and the fact that she is a beautiful individual. That has nothing to do with her looks. That's just her in life. She's a beautiful individual,
Yeah,
so she can express herself the way she wants to express herself. And I feel like, I don't think nobody should have a problem with that.
Right. I agree. They should most definitely not have a problem with it. It's just it's so funny to me that the reaction of people, you know, that's what was shocking to me. I wasn't even that shocked that she flashed the audience. I was more shocked at people's reaction to her flashing the audience. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
Sorry, y'all just seen my girl like throw me completely out the way. And she had the baby do it too. So it was like two people pushed me out the way.
Like move, get out the way.
But yeah, now piggybacking off you completely right. I didn't understand the outroar of that, but at the same time, I will say like, everybody was used to her being in suits. They didn't know what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know how to react to certain people when they actually be them. Like,
Yeah, and a lot of people kept throwing back to her being in the suits and whatnot, but she has been out of the suits for some years now. That's the killer part about it. But she ain't flashed nobody. So yeah.
right.
So yeah.
She's
But
been slowly but surely coming into her own,
yeah,
and that's the thing about slowly surely coming into your own. Like when you actually start getting that buzz that the world is paying attention to you, the first thing they always do is backtrack. So they're just backtracking.
mm-hmm. Right. Right. And then people bringing up, I guess, how people are starting to get on the Janelle train, and they're like, some people are like, "Oh, y'all just now figuring out that she fine. I've been knowing that since Tightrope." Okay, good for you.
That's
I've been
fine.
saying since
I happen to grow
Yeah.
up in the city right a fucking highway drive right next to her fucking city. So nigga, we all know Janelle been fine. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, but
Janelle's a nice looking person.
yeah, yeah. So, but
Y'all just
hey,
y'all just now paying attention because now y'all see her fucking with bitches and then y'all like, oh shit, I didn't know she was
right,
getting
right.
down like that.
But
Like,
what's so funny is that I have noticed throughout the years when celebrities will talk about her, or just celebrities talking, they would bring her up. Every man will always be like, she's fine. Even back when she was wearing the suits, she's fine. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So they've always acknowledged how beautiful she is. But now she's showing the boobs and got her ass trending number 2. That's crazy. I just hope everybody show up when that album drop, because these songs
exactly.
are pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I was saying. To shout out to Bree, friend of the show. That's what I was saying to her yesterday. I was like, shoot, I already downloaded the album, so when it drop, it'll just download straight to my phone because I'm ready for it because them songs is dope. So
Something like
yeah,
this. You just gotta. I mean, that's huh, you know, internet niggas weird me out, but I understand the genre that I'm in, and I understand I have to interact with these type of individuals.
hmm
Like yeah, don't trend her because she put her titties out. You
right,
know,
right.
that could
It
be
needs to
one of
be played.
that could be something that yeah. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you know what I'm saying, because I know a lot of people piggyback off everybody else, and that's how everybody makes a living. Some people's hustle is watching everybody else hustle. So I'm not saying don't post her because you make money, she make money. Let's make the world work. The thing is, like, also like the song is good. Download the album.
Yeah, yeah.
Download the album. Don't make her just a fucking trend for the moment. Like actually go through it. Like especially in this new age that we're going through, like certain people are becoming phenomenons.
Mhm.
Like let's do that for Janelle. Like let's make her a phenomenon. Like, and I don't even like Kansas. You know, I feel like
You
they
know?
just copy everything that Kansas City, Missouri do. So I
Yeah,
don't like Kansas City, Kansas. But
yeah,
at the same time, man, nah, she's basically from the Twin City. So, I know what I'm saying. This buy her album, make her relevant for more than just her fucking titties, because time has proven she makes phenomenal music.
right, right, right. Yeah, just don't let this viral moment go in vain. Definitely support her music when they come out. So, and they come out in June. So yeah. So yeah, so that's Janelle Monae. So, next up, I did have on the list, but just depends on you. Did you watch College Hill?
I watched the first episode.
Okay. So, what do you think about this cast?
Okay, first off,
Wait, okay, before we go there, let me pull it up. Let me act like I have a job to do. Hold on. Okay, so College Hill Celebrity Edition season 2 is underway. It is on BET Plus, and this is the cast. We have Jocelyn Hernandez, Amber Rose, Ray J, Parker McKenna Posey, Tiffany New York Pollard, Iman Shumpert, Quaylen Rogers, let's see. Orion. Is that everybody?
is it? Shit.
Like it's everybody.
It seems like it's everybody.
Yeah. Let me see. Images. Oh shit.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Ray J, Amber Rose, Iman Shumpert, Tiffany New York Pollard, Quaylen Rogers, Parker McKenna Posey, Orion, and Jocelyn Hernandez. Yeah, that's everybody. So yeah. They're at Alabama State University, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And which is another HBCU. Um, doing the same program as season one or whatnot. And the same basis, they're staying in the house, they're getting a certificate at the end. Um, and yeah, I think it's like 30 days that they're gonna be there. Um, and yeah, they downloaded the first 2 episodes to BET Plus. But yeah, so you watched the first episode with everybody pretty much getting acclimated to one another.
Yeah.
Um, what are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts is this is about to be a fucking shit show.
And I am here for every minute of
Um,
it.
I get the celebrity edition of things. The celebrity edition of College Hill. Certain things that I don't like about it is, for one, I will say this:
Mhm.
you got a couple of people in this motherfucker who are not going to actually show people, because it's reality TV. Um, they're not actually going to show people that, like, even in this 30 days, you do have to like work hard for certain certificates and things that you're accomplishing. They just gonna bring you a bunch of drama, a bunch of shit that the world like to see, a bunch of catty ass shit from old people trying to act like teenagers. And the second thing is, you actually gonna have people that's gonna try to like actually like focus on the shit, but that shit is gonna be that shit ain't gonna be really put in the limelight because of the cash that they have. You know, they got a certain amount that they know is gonna bring drama, and then they got a certain amount that they know just is about business. I think at one point, man, we almost need to be like Asia when it comes to like certain things we needed to show people that they need to do.
Mhm.
You know, we don't have to always have drama into it. The thing about Asia is that a lot of times they show us shit that it's the bullshit about Asia, and then when you go there, they don't do nothing but stream the shit that motherfuckers can do, like learning how to carve wood and learning how to do this and learning how to do that. Like we got to start doing the same thing, man. We got to start showing people actually what it is to like focus and get some things accomplished.
Yeah.
Especially as black folks. I know BET is not owned by black people anymore, but all us black folks with ways of streaming, we need to start showing each other how to take care of business, because that shit ain't helping. That celebrity edition of College Hill, that's not gonna show you if one of them like stay focused into actually getting their certificate and whatever they're doing. It's just gonna show you a bunch of fucking drama.
Do you think it's gonna show the drama because of the format or the people?
One and two, because of the format and because of the people that they brought in. These people only know drama. Like that first episode was dumb. Y'all having a whole argument about New York saying that she was needing therapy and she took a break off of life and she was gaining weight because she lost her daughter who happened to be her dogged her. And like Jocelyn like actually having a problem with that. Like, bitch, I thought you was talking about a human. Bop, 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 bop. All this all extra, like, come on, man. That's dumb.
You know
Y'all
what?
about to go to college.
You know what though? I feel her on that though. And I love New York. New York is an OG. I will never go against New York, but I was on Jocelyn's side. I would never go against New York, but I'm going against New York. I was on Jocelyn's side. Now, I probably wouldn't have been as harsh if I was put in that position. I probably wouldn't have been like, man, give me my hug back. Yeah, we wouldn't have had words. I probably would have talked shit in my confessional. But we
But
wouldn't have had
that's the
words.
thing. This is my whole point is we're not gonna make it an issue.
Yeah, right.
That's not an issue we even need to discuss.
Right. Cause Iman had a conversation with Jocelyn and was basically like, I feel the same way too. Like I got her daughter. Like I'm not gonna be like consoling you or saying all that shit to you or whatever over a dog. But in the same breath, Iman knows how to conduct himself, you know. So okay, your dog died. Sorry
I
for
mean,
your
it is
loss.
what it is.
And
I'm
move
not
on.
gonna have the same remorse that you have, but
Yeah.
whatever you're going through is what you're going through. So okay, cool.
Right. Right. You know, just sorry for your loss and move on. But then on top of that, you telling us that you lost your dog in 21. It's 22. I'm just like, girl, all right.
Listen,
This is
you
what
can't
this is
tell
the first
nobody what they can feel and what they can't feel.
right. But I would
So
feel some type of way.
the way you feel though, you're gonna keep it to yourself.
Right. And you're right. Like I would keep it to myself. If the shit come up, I'll probably walk out the room or try to change the subject or something like that.
Hmm.
Like I wouldn't even engage because I'm not about to talk to you about no fucking dog. That's just what
Exactly.
I'm gonna do.
But
You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
best play. It's like we don't make it a reason to know what I'm saying to have any type of drama over it. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna be that kind with you, especially in that situation where if I was in a situation where how she explained it, once she broke it down to me, it was a dog. Me and you ain't got no conversation because me and you can't talk about losing a daughter.
Right.
We can't.
Right.
And I don't have no ill will about how you feel about things, but I'm not gonna, because if I throw this on you, this is gonna be real heavy.
Right, because that can be offensive.
Exactly. So I'm gonna stay away from that because
Right.
I don't want it to be a situation where I get upset and I get mad about how you feel about this motherfucking dog when I know I've actually been through something real life. So
Right.
I'm not gonna we and you ain't gonna have that conversation. Now if you continue, that's one thing I will say, because that's what people do. They always try to they drop their hat and they feel like they have to express their opinion. No, we're not. We're not doing that.
Right.
Man, if you try to express your opinion on me, that's when I'm gonna give you the business, and I'm gonna give you I ain't gonna give you the business on camera. I'm gonna take you to the side and really talk to you, because we ain't
Right.
really about to have this type of situation.
Right. Right. Exactly. So, and that's why I'm like, yeah. I mean, I love Tiffany Down. This is classic New York behavior, but we're not about to do that one. Yeah. I would have been Jocelyn. I would have had more tact with it, but I would have been Jocelyn. So
But again, that's what reality TV is.
yeah.
I told Jasmine a couple weeks ago. I said, man, I just think they need to take a pause on reality TV, at least for a decade. This, yeah, you
No,
looking just like she was. But
no,
at
we're not.
least a
We're not.
decade. We need to stop having these people get on TV and act like this is the way, quote unquote, everybody is. Like, no, because it's not.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the thing with Jocelyn is that she's so used to doing Jocelyn Cabaret that when you put her into a different setting with other heavyweights, she think that she can sun them, and it's like, nah, bruh. Because that's what she's trying to do, is trying to sun
Yeah.
them. But that's short lived. I'm not gonna give up
But
the second
at the same time,
episode.
I will. Like I said, I'm not on New York's train. You know, whatever she feels is how she feels. You know,
Mhm.
and I'm not on Jocelyn's train. However she feels is how she feels. But I
Yeah.
will say, I am Team Jocelyn. When it comes to like, nigga, you're not gonna keep talking to me about this shit.
Right. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But
I don't want to
yeah.
hear about that shit. If you tell me you gaining weight because of a fucking dog you died, I will.
Right.
You don't want to. You don't want to hear how certain things happen to me because of an actual fucking kid. So like, yeah, me and you are not the same. We got to
Right.
stop talking.
Right. I would definitely take offense. And then and then you're throwing that out there to strangers and you don't know their background. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you don't know you're not even thinking about if that is offensive or not because you don't know, you know. But but that's that. But I feel like these first two episodes are very solid. It's gonna be a good season. The first season was good. I'm thinking College Hill is gonna this second season is gonna be bigger than the first one because it got some heavyweights on there. Don't get me wrong. They got some heavyweights on there. So, Ray J, Jocelyn, New York, them are some
Right.
three heavyweights.
Yeah, they got royalty on there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. Now next up, I have a little story to tell you. All right. So I have a a former friend, and me and her have a friend in common. Now, this friend in common had a birthday. I have been knowing this friend literally all of her life. She's like about 2 years younger than me. So I've been knowing her all her life. The other one, me and the mutual friend, we met her around the same time because we all worked together at one point. So the mutual friend had a birthday. She invited the other friend that she's only known for a few years, and I didn't get an invite at all. I found out because her mom, who I'm friends with on social media, put pictures up, and I saw them in the pictures together. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you extend an invite to her that you've only known for a few years, but for me that you've known for over 30, you don't say anything to me about it. Okay. So kind of felt some type of way, but I didn't say anything or whatnot. So this was like over a month ago. Then recently she hits me up about something else. I answered her about that, but then I told her like I got a bone to pick with you. Why? What I do? So I tell her, so you extend this invite to her, but you don't even mention it to me. Oh well, I know y'all don't get along. Okay, so you chose her over me. Is basically what you're saying. I said the correct thing to do in a situation like this is you speak to both parties, depending on how they answer. Is if that will determine on if you extend an invite, because of course you don't want your birthday to be ruined. And I was like, and I don't ruin events. I've been around other people that I want to actually put my hands on, and I didn't ruin events. So I wouldn't have ruined your birthday because that ugly bitch was there. So yeah, so we had a back and forth about it. You know, she apologized, and then she was just like, I thought about it too, and I even asked her. She said that she wouldn't have had a problem, and I'm like, okay, so you asked her, and you don't even say anything to me about nothing. Like that, just I was just like, you chose. Like at the end of the day, you chose. So, am I wrong for feeling the way that I feel about this situation?
In my expert opinion,
Hmm.
I'm a hood therapist.
Okay.
So in my expert opinion as a hood therapist, I say you're not wrong about it. Um, the issue with that is you are going through a situation where um, time has made your friend feel like you guys are distant. It's one of those issues where in time um, she was around this party more than she's been around you, even though the timeline you have known her longer, but in her timeline, she has been around her recently more than she's been around you. So she talked to that person more than she talks to you. And with that issue, you it's one of those things where you, like I said, you have every right to feel that way. Excuse me. At the same time, you have every right to feel that way. You really have to get into the understandings of, if I'm only talking to this person maybe once or twice every month, and this person is talking to her 3-4 times a week, yeah, they're gonna automatically feel like that's the person. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna come to with that situation. The thing why I say she's completely wrong at is she's completely wrong at least not coming to you and telling you, like, because if we're still friends and I know um that I need to, you know what I'm saying, at least send an invite to you, I'm gonna do that regardless of your situations. I've lived in this. I went through real trauma and shootouts with niggas that I love, and I tell motherfuckers, hey, this nigga is gonna be here. So if y'all gonna have a problem, man, then it's just one of those things that you probably just don't want to show up.
Mm.
So it's one of those where she should have definitely said something to you, but at the same time, I understand that she gave that person more of a heads up because she talks to him every day.
Well, I can give you that. Like, she talks to her more because she does her hair, which she does a good job on her hair, but that still ain't gonna change the fact that the fat, ugly bitch is ugly. But yeah. Um, but I still feel like,
Little ugly bitch.
right. I still feel like I still feel like she was wrong and she should have extended the invite or at least had a conversation, you know.
That's
See
the
where
thing.
we're
That's why I
headed.
said she was
Yeah,
definitely wrong at that. You right about that.
yeah,
She's wrong.
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, I just feel like at the end, 'cause at the end of the day, she chose. And this is the crazy part about it is that she's well aware of what she did. You know what I mean? And what she did was foul as fuck. You know. Um, and I understand you don't want to get in the middle of it, but you kind of are in the middle of it. So, but yeah, and then
I
you
mean,
know the person too. Yeah,
mm, mm, mm,
but
mm.
so yeah,
I don't even want to. You know what? We'll talk after the
yeah,
show.
yeah. We'll talk after the show. But yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, you think I'm wrong for feeling the way I do, but you said I'm not. I'm not wrong.
No,
So
you're not wrong. I mean, and if anybody listening, y'all not wrong for having that opinion. That's the thing. If a person tells you they your friend, like that's the thing. Like we got people that we talk to every now and again, or every once in a blue moon, or certain like that. But if we're connected where we call each other friends,
mhm.
that's a whole bigger issue. That's why I don't like to call people friends. If we start rocking real tough, man, I just call you family. Just because in my mind, my family comes first. So I'm always fuck with you on that way. It don't matter how distant we are or how far few are in between life we go through. If I put you in that category of family, that's what you is. Everybody else is just an associate or somebody that I know in the street. I don't even have friends because sometimes when you do when you get in that level, sometimes that mode can be jumbled.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know, I knew her because we grew up in the church together. So that's like church family. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up together. Our parents grew up together. Like, we all like close as far as that is concerned. You know, but yeah, she thought it was appropriate. And I mean, I ain't here to tell you who you can and can't invite or whatnot, but I do feel some type of way that I wasn't extended the invite. So,
Right.
and you had that ugly ass bitch there, but whatever.
Whatever.
So,
I mean, yeah, whatever. The ugly ass bitch got it. You know what I'm saying? She came in. The ugly ass bitch got it. You know what I'm saying? She got it in a dress that matches. You know, like the ugly ass bitch got to do a lot of things. The thing is, when you see that ugly ass bitch get to doing that, and you don't get to do that, then you know where your shit is.
yeah,
You know where you reside in that. And like that's one thing I always tell people. I think I said this on the show before, but I'm gonna say it again. Sometimes we ain't gotta look for closure.
yeah.
Some things closure
We
is
already talked about that before. We talked about that last week. I don't care about no fucking closure.
yeah. I ain't saying you. I'm saying
Uh,
in general. When you go through things like that, man, we ain't gotta look for closure. We see what it is and then we back up from there. Like you gotta let these people understand when they fucked up. You ain't gotta keep on like that's that logic lecture type of shit. Like you always try to tell somebody where they fucked up. Nah, at one point you ain't gotta tell them when they fucked up. Ain't nobody kids no more.
Yeah.
Like if they don't realize if they don't realize that shit off the flip, then you don't need to fuck with them no more. Eventually, when they realize that, they gonna come back. I ain't never gonna close the door with a motherfucker I love, but I know how to love you from a distance.
Yeah. Yeah. This is true. This is true. All right. Excuse me. So that's that. So next up is the fucked up song of the podcast.
Yes, sir.
And it comes to us from Jodeci from their second album, Diary of a Mad Band. It's the song Cry for You. So are you gonna read it?
Oh shit. Let me look it up.
Yeah. You want me to text it to you?
Yeah, text it to me.
Okay.
Oh, while she's texting it to me, what I want to do because I said I was gonna do this. Shout out to G Baby. G Baby last week commented on our podcast. G Baby hit me up on my Facebook. Actually called me, let me know that he's watched every episode. He loves this show.
Yeah.
He wants us to keep it up. And when he was going through like bad times, he had like tumors and things. He's just learning how to walk again. Um, but he
Mm.
was letting through all that he was going through. He had let me know that he kept on watching the show.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
want to give
Look.
a real dope ass shout out to G Baby, who was actually my Job Corps brother. I went to Job Corps with him.
Mm.
Never we connected, back and forth, but I never knew a lot of things that he was going through. So when he was telling me that, and he was telling me as he was going through all those things, he kept on making sure that he caught an episode. I really want to give a shout out to G Baby, man. Listen, you're the reason why um, we love doing what we're doing. You're also an amazing and strong person. I love everything about you. I love that you represent us as far as a person of color, and whatever we can do, please let me know. Get back and let me know if there's anything that you need. Um, I know me and the whole company of the Ish We Talk is aware of you and love you and want to make sure that you're good.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we appreciate you. Appreciate you. And Godspeed on your recovery.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah, we had another shout out as well on Facebook from Marvin. Um he he's he's watched the live several times before, but he I guess he watched it on playback.
yeah.
Yeah. And shouted us out in a post. So shout out to Marvin.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you know him
Marvin.
from Job Corps too, right?
I no, I shout out to Marvin Shepard. Me and Marvin been knowing each other since we was probably like 7, 8 years old. Like
Oh yeah.
we got a long friendship. We've been knowing each other since we was nothing.
Oh wow.
Uh, Me and Marvin grew up as Jehovah Witnesses together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. See, I know him from high school because he went to my school my freshman year. So yeah. Yeah. So shout out to Marvin. But yeah, so the fucked up song of the podcast, take it away.
all right, let's get it. Yeah, load it up. And boom, here we go. All right, so Here's the intro. Without you, baby, I feel worthless. I'm living on the edge. Then that cool ass beat comes on. Almost feels like you're in a desert. And
Yeah.
then boom. Here go the verse. It's been an hour since you've been gone. And that's too long, so come back home. I can't live without you. So I cry for you. Do anything that I can to feel that touch from your hand. Sorry that I want you. Lady, what do I do? You know you're everything I knew. Oh yeah, do what you want me to. I will do anything. Get
Get
on
on
my
my
knees for
knees.
you. Oh, 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 baby. What else is there to do? I don't know, but I'll cry. Chorus. Lady, I will cry for you tonight. Tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll
Woo!
cry for you tonight. Will I tonight? Help me out, yeah. Here we go. Now, this is JoJo's verse. Ooh, you spoil me, girl, just like a child. When you're not here, I can't even smile. I can't think without you. My mind is always with
With
whoa,
you.
whoa. It's
It's
amazing what you do to keep me falling in love with you. Girl, you're all that I know. Where else would I
I
go?
go. Say you're everything I
Yeah, here we go.
knew. Ooh, baby. Ooh,
Ooh, do what you want me to.
anything you need from me, baby.
Get on my knees for you.
Oh, oh,
What else is there to do?
I don't know,
Lady, I
but
will cry for you tonight. Hey, tonight.
no, 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 no,
Lady,
no, no,
I
no.
will cry for you tonight.
I don't know
Tonight.
what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Casey, help me singing. Jojo,
Baby, I'm begging, yeah. Baby,
understand.
I'm begging. Said I'm begging. I'm begging,
If
baby.
my pillow gets so wet with tears, I don't have no one to come on. I want you back, baby.
I just can't say no more. I don't give a damn anymore, baby. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, baby.
Said I'm
Baby,
begging.
I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, baby.
Lord have
Won't you
mercy.
come
Said
back?
I'm begging.
Won't you come back? Yeah, okay, so that's the song.
Oh, geez, Louise, that song. I didn't know what they was talking about. I didn't experience shit when it came out. I was in 5th grade, but I sung the hell out of that song.
Listen,
You would have
but
thought I was like a married man trying to save his marriage. Like the way I sung that song in 5th grade.
it's one of the things, uh, as much as I talk about, my discrepancies between Jodeci and Drew Hill, I will say certain things you can't deny. Diary of a Madman was a fucking masterpiece of
Yeah.
R&B music. Uh, Cry for You is a masterful rendition of a nigga who was trying to get his bitch back.
In a nutshell, that's basically what's going on. Can you imagine somebody telling you some shit like that? It's been an hour since you've been gone,
Man,
and that's too long. So
so
come back
come
home.
back home.
Yeah,
I can't sleep without you, so I'll cry for you.
yeah,
Do anything that I can to feel that touch from your
yeah,
hand.
yeah. Sorry that
Sorry
I
that
lose
I hurt you. Lady, what can I do? You know what you can do? You can stop fucking those bitches that
you.
tell me that you fuck these bitches.
Let's start there.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
Talk
know
to me.
where to put your dick at, nigga. Like,
Yeah,
you're famous. I understand you're famous. Things are gonna happen. Stop fucking bitches that talk too much.
yeah, yeah, and stop getting them pregnant. How about
And,
that?
and then stop hitting me when I say I found out about it.
Right,
We all know KC's life.
right,
Stop putting your hands on me when I found out you fucked another bitch.
right. How you mad? Cause I found out that you was doing dirt, and you gonna hit me. I ain't do shit. Why am I in it? I ain't even do nothing. So yeah, there's a list. There's a list of things that he can do to make sure that this relationship runs smooth. And he said, "Fuck that list."
Man, listen. This is the same guy that was on the neck of another guy and made a bitch feed him chicken. This is Casey that we talking about. That nigga's not gonna own up to any of his wrongs.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That nigga
Yeah.
said. That nigga stood on the neck of another grown ass man and said, "Is that chicken? Let me get a piece," and ate the chicken.
I did not believe that video until I saw it. I heard about it years before I saw it. And I was just like in the back of my head, like, she lying. That shit didn't happen.
No, that shit
that
for real.
shit that shit was dead ass.
Hey,
I
niggas,
was like,
nah,
no, this is a myth.
this
That could
nigga's
never
son.
happen.
This is how good, even as a junkie, this is how good his charisma is. He sung a bitch out a box of chicken. That's talent. That is genius level talent.
Man. So let me ask you this. Which one you like better, Casey or JoJo?
You know what? Me being Mr. Raspy, I love Casey way more than I love JoJo. I love JoJo for because JoJo at one point in his life, his octave range was way better than KC's. Like, he can go high, low, in between. He was way better. But as far as ballad wise, KC's raspy voice, because he can carry it. It's one thing to have a raspy voice, but it's another thing to know how to carry it properly. KC knew how to carry his voice very, very properly, and I mean you can't deny that.
Yeah.
We've seen countless times of great R&B singers. Most of the R&B singers sound like they lived in a coal mine. Like the greatest R&B artist that we ever had in life never had a falsetto.
Mm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't think of one.
You got yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, even the only one you can ever say had a falsetto was motherfucking Smokey Robinson.
Mm. But would you consider his a falsetto?
You would
It
consider
just seemed
his
like he didn't just go real high. They didn't necessarily. I didn't think that was necessarily a falsetto.
you would consider it a falsetto compared to every other great,
Okay.
because every other great didn't have a falsetto. Excuse me, I take that lie back. No, the greatest R&B artist that had a falsetto is Marvin Gaye.
Mm.
Marvin Gaye had a real falsetto,
Okay. Okay.
but
Yeah.
he learned that from Smokey Robinson.
Okay. So it goes back to Smokey. Yeah. When he's not out game banging, he's teaching folks how
Right.
to do a falsetto.
Because if you if you listen to when Smokey was in Marvin Gaye's ear about making his own type of music, um you seen the falsetto that Marvin Gaye can go into.
Hmm.
And that was because his teacher was Smokey Robinson.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. So but yeah, but I'm with you. I think I like well no, I don't think. I know I like KC better than JoJo.
Yeah,
But it doesn't take away from JoJo though.
it
But
doesn't. It doesn't take anything away from JoJo.
no.
It's just you know why we love R&B artists, because you can when they have a raspy voice, you can hear that pain, and we grew up in pain.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the one thing about Jodeci is that they grew up in the church. So they got them church runs and all that type of stuff. Um Fun fact though about Jodeci, I don't know if this is common knowledge or what, but you know that episode of Martin that they was on when they sung?
Yeah,
So they didn't know that Martin was gonna come out there and do that. So
they
them
didn't.
being mad, yes, them being mad, that was real.
Mm.
But yeah, I want to say Martin tweeted about that not too long ago. But yeah, but they did not know that he was gonna come out there and ruin the whole thing. But it was TV gold. I'm glad they didn't tell him. And
Right.
I think they I think they came up with that like last minute for him to do that. So yeah. Yeah. So like Casey getting up and talking to him, like saying what's up to him and all that. Like that was real. They was pissed.
Mm, mm, mm.
So yeah.
That is, you know what? That's comedic gold. Shout out to whoever thought that shit would work.
Right. Right. Could you imagine if Jodeci really took it there and fought Martin?
Man, it just you just think the composure they had for themselves as man back then, because they knew how to act in front of cameras.
Hmm.
They checked, but they didn't go all the way fully out. We
Yeah,
know we know 100 people that just fully go off of range.
you're right. But yeah, yeah, that's a fun fact about Jodeci. So, I would say something for my final thought, but I'm gonna keep it cute and just pass it to you. So,
Nah,
what's
fuck
Jerry's
that.
final
No,
thought?
no,
Now,
no,
now
no.
I'm gonna go left.
No,
we
just go
any left?
left. This is
Yep.
what we're known for. Go left.
Okay. So my final thought is stick with the winning team. Um Loyalty is everything. And when you know motherfuckers is wrong, it's okay to call them out. It's okay. You know, if you lose a friend in the process, they wasn't your friend to begin with. But don't try to stay neutral on some shit that you know is fucked up. Period. Because if y'all are really friends and you tell them like, hey, what you did is foul, they should be able to receive that. You know?
100.
And don't pick nobody over me. What the fuck? But anyway, so Jerry's final thought. Take it away.
Jerry's final thoughts. We touched on a lot of things. We touched on Trump, the man that he is. We touched on Jamie. We touched on College Hill and the celebrities of what they do. Um, we talked about people who are in uproar about nothing, as far as like Beyonce. We touched on a lot of things. Um, in the end, what we're doing is we're just reaching out to people that have the same opinions we have, people that don't have the same opinions that we have, and we come into a situation where we're talking to everybody who feels like they need a voice. This platform is for anybody who feels like they need a voice. We're not gonna ever sit here and say we 100% agree with you with everything you say, but we will allow you to say what you need to say. And I think that's the beauty of what this show is, and what America needs to pay attention to. We need to pay attention to everybody has a voice. Sometimes it's not the right voice, but it is a voice, and that voice will generate power. So we need to be mindful of what we say, what we do, and the actions we take when we're on the interwebs or social media of anything of that construct. Because Rome was not built in a day, but it was destroyed in one. Think
Yep.
about that. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
Yep. Absolutely. So this was episode 79. We're inching, we're itching towards that 100 mark. We are getting there. So yeah. Episode 79 of the Ish We Talk, and we will see you guys for episode 80. Yeah.
Exactly.
Bye.